Hey Boyd, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
What role does AI play in your platform? I know you've, in our conversations have mentioned it a few times. It's in some of what you position, but can you say a little bit more about that?
absolutely, Carrie. AI is such a buzzword, and it's funny. I say it's both overhyped and underutilized.
Mhm.
So everybody has AI in their platform, and I think the important thing to recognize about artificial intelligence is it's not magic. It's really just math. It's applying probability to some challenge to try to predict the best answer. And that's even true for things like natural language processing. Generative AI, for those people who are familiar with it, simply predicts the next likely word in a string of words. Now, it turns out to be pretty sophisticated at doing that, but it's just a mathematical prediction. So we're using AI to predict in areas that are really helpful for compensation. One area, for instance, is job matching. So if you have a job description in your organization and you want to know what to compare it to within the benchmark data, obviously we can use titles, and that's actually the way we find the real-time data. But if you're using structured survey data, you probably want to dig a little bit deeper and take a look at the actual job description. So we do natural language processing on the job description and return the most likely best match. And for anybody that's done job matching, whether you're a compensation consultant doing it for your clients or whether you're an organization that's doing it yourself, it's an incredibly tedious process. We can dramatically reduce the time it takes to execute that process. Job descriptions are another area where job descriptions are usually pretty messy within most organizations. The hiring manager writes a job description, the recruiter might modify it, but it's hard to drive consistency and make sure that they meet the requirements of the organization to include compensable skills. So we enable generative AI to create job descriptions against a template that meet the requirements. And again, these are support tools. They're not doing something, they're just facilitating something to be a lot a lot faster, a lot more accurate, and more consistent with policy. So we just think of AI as a practical tool to support the natural workflow for a comp profession.